Do I do the radio voice again?
It's up to you. I mean,
do whatever voice you want, Andy.
Welcome back to the Old Colony Cast, a podcast about everything.
Not Mr. Bill, not Mr. Bill.
A podcast about everything Plymouth and surrounding areas. I am one of your hosts, Andy, joined by other host Hanna.
Hey, what's up?
And oh no, it's Mr. Editor Fish.
That was a pretty good one.
Thanks.
that better than last time. I'm not like deeply
The
offended.
last one, I was kind of halfway through, and it just something bad popped into my head, and
One of the
impulsively say things.
I do in my own head when I like drop something is give it the voice of Mr. Bill.
Oh, really?
Yes, not out loud. I do this in my inner monologue. So if I like drop a pen and it like goes flying, I'm like, oh no, like am I like to myself, and I'm like,
And everyone else in the room's like, no, that's out loud.
no, I don't
Look,
say it out loud.
It's all fun and games until her kid starts doing the voice.
No.
And then realizes that, oh no, he got it
I
from her.
anthropomorphize things around me too much.
just that.
I tend to name stuff.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't think I do that.
So, like, when I worked for Suncor, we had this little display of railings.
Mm-hmm.
It was made of mahogany, and my boss used to call it Maggie. She's like, oh, make sure you send Maggie, blah, blah, blah. And so I was talking about what I packed for one of these conventions. I'm like, oh, yeah, I packed Margaret. And she's like, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, Maggie's the little mahogany display, so I packed the big one, Margaret.
Yeah.
And she's like, and that's just how it became. Like, we'd get a list of things to pack, and it'd be like, pack Maggie, pack Margaret. I started calling our mannequin Dummy yesterday, and now that's just, I got him out of the car. Be like, come on, Dummy. I don't know why. He's just Dummy now.
No, I definitely only do that voice to myself. I have told a couple people, like now, I've told a lot of people whenever they listen to this. But I definitely, I only do it like inside my own head. And I just can't I can't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes I don't even want to. I'm like,
I think out of all the compulsions you can have, that one's not that
I
bad.
know. I just.
No, I mean,
Unless you drop a pen and the pen's like, kill people.
Yeah. No. Just Mr. Bill's voice going, oh no.
But what are we talking about?
Definitely not Mr. Bill.
No.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't think that's local.
I feel like I'm backed into a corner. I'm going to move up a little bit. I'm too like leaned back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get some. This is completely unrelated. I don't even know why I'm bringing this up. I want to get some pillows for the little,
that might be nice.
Yeah.
Sorry to say that turned away.
support.
That might be nice.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do something in the realm of Black history
Okay.
and how Massachusetts played a part in any given part of Black history. But specifically, I want to talk about the Underground Railroad through Massachusetts.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I ask you guys a question before we start?
Yeah.
How old were you before you realized it wasn't an actual railroad? I feel like I was kind of late into the game.
No, it wasn't. And I did think about this today because obviously when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, it's underground. Tunnels, at least. Maybe not a train.
No, I thought it was a train.
Oh, no, I didn't. No, and they told us pretty early on in school.
Yeah.
But I think it took me until I was like older to realize like the name came from the fact that the places they stopped, they referred to as stations.
Yeah.
So like it was like...
I hate to say.
Do you know what I mean?
In the
I'm sorry.
early to
There were no
mid-80s.
trains.
No.
Fish is.
Sorry,
Fish, where
buddy.
you going? Why are you leaving?
I don't want you to see me cry. But seriously, I legitimately don't think I knew what the Underground Railroad was. I didn't know the Underground Railroad existed until I learned what it was, and at that point, it was just like I went from zero to knowing. It was never like I heard it. Didn't have a context.
Yes, that's more in the vein of like the what I thought I knew of it was for the first 10 minutes of learning about it until they were like, it's not a railroad.
Yeah, I feel like
Get that image of a train out of your head. It's
back
not
in
that.
like mid 1980s to very early 90s,
They just-
Harriet Tubman was like one paragraph in your social studies book, and she ran.
Well, I did learn it in the 90s,
Yeah.
and I would say,
But to be fair, like it's always one of those. If you're like in school in the early 80s, your textbooks are probably from the late 70s. You know.
Yes,
Unfortunately.
probably. But no, I'd say like the teacher that whenever that was introduced, like same with fish, the concept was short-lived.
Ours was just like, well, this is who Harriet Tubman was. And you're like, oh, cool.
No, we spent a lot of time on it in my school.
Definitely did not.
No, not a lot, but
for some reason in my elementary school, the music teacher was in charge of civil rights, like teaching us civil rights history. I don't know why. I don't know why that fell under her curriculum. What does that say about your
history teacher?
I think we learned about that too, but we learned a lot of it from Mrs. McMahon. I don't know. I have a feeling musically she tied it in, but I can't remember how. Yeah. And we learned a lot, like she spent a lot of time on it. And she was someone I remember who said she went to South Africa, and at that time it was still like an apartheid state.
Yeah.
And I think like she was very impacted by that personally. So I think whatever she was talking about musically, she had to make sure we learned the history about it too. I think is what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
3rd grade. I don't know. She was like, this is heavy stuff, but you guys have to know. So great. I'm glad she did.
No, I didn't mean to derail the conversation.
No, that's okay.
Derail. I didn't mean to do that either.
Yeah. So yes, as we just declared, not an underground.
Not an underground road.
No.
Yep.
No. But a series of like safe houses, safe places to stop, safe places to take shelter, safe places to get nourished and hide for, could be an hour, could be weeks. So for those enslaved people that were running away. Do you guys remember the Fugitive Slave Act? We talked about it
Oh, yeah.
at length for one episode.
Yeah.
So that was from 1793 to 1850. So although Massachusetts was early on one of the states that slavery was illegal in, it was still legal for slave catchers to come and try and capture escaped enslaved people. Mm-hmm. That's why, even though free states had, obviously, people could be free in that state, they really couldn't. So they had to still create venues for people to escape up to Canada. Canada was the official safe zone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Despite us being so far north, or Maine or Vermont or wherever. There are, in New England, 23 identified locations that were officially recorded in some way, shape, or form as part of the Underground Railroad.
Okay.
However, more like speculated locations, but because it like literally the whole point of it was for it to be secret and not documented.
Right. Yeah. So like there would be no
map
with all the spots.
Exactly. So likely a lot more. These are just the ones that kind of come up in recorded conversation. In some places, obviously, either because of who lived there, being so notable, are some of the places that still exist in like historically landmarked ways today. Yeah. I do know someone who lived in Duxbury. It was my friend's sister's boyfriend's house.
Okay.
Sure.
I think I followed that.
And we went over there one night, and it was definitely like an old colonial looking house. Not colonial style. I don't know what style of house it was, but it was an old house. Like it was built a very long time ago. And he said that it was part of the Underground Railroad. And he showed us areas of the house that were like definitely like secret spaces. It was wild. He showed us two.
So the house I grew up in
was
an old colonial, and there was a secret staircase from the ground floor to the attic.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't remember it at all because when I was 2,
that your house burnt down.
The house burned down.
Yeah.
And so it's like I only got like stories from my parents, and so I have no idea if it was like Underground Railroad. And as I got older, I was like, oh well, it can't be. We're too far north. And then when I got to know,
but yeah, it actually doesn't matter.
No, it's not. So, but it was just a staircase. So I don't know. It was just like I don't know.
Like, was it
when they come up, when they're stomping up one, you run down the other? I don't.
Yeah. So the one, I remember going into one area and it was like kind of like a fake wall situation.
Yeah.
So you turned into the room and would open up the closet, and then there was like
a room behind the closet. And it wasn't like a real room. Like there was nothing in there but the drywall
and bricks.
Yes.
But it was space for several people to go in there and be like hidden away. And then there was a space like in between, like it wasn't in the basement, it was in between the basement and the first floor. And you lifted it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was crazy. I didn't go in that one. I went into like the hallway, like fake wall one. That was crazy. So I'm like, this is certainly a good place to hide someone.
Something.
Yeah. So that's my little personal tidbit of supposedly I was in a house. But I think I know a lot of people who say that about their homes.
Yeah.
If they have an older home.
It's very possible. Like growing up,
correct.
I didn't think it was just because but like now as I got older, I'm like, no, I guess that could
be.
Yeah, for sure. And it was the house, it's like 200 years old. It was an old house.
Yeah. Yeah, that is old.
Yeah. I may not have that exactly right, but
you could.
It was old.
You could. You never know.
They had like wooden exposed beams. And, you know, it was.
When I was looking for houses, I saw some that their supports were like old tree trunks.
Oh, that's cool.
Like instead of lally columns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lally columns made in Massachusetts. Should do that one
Another
day.
episode.
Yeah. Sure, there's not much on it. So I wanted to go through. I read a really cool blog post. It was a history of Massachusetts blog.
Yeah.
And it was just went over some of the more, I hate to say notable, but as I talked about, so among the 23 places that are kind of historically landmarked, I shouldn't say kind of, they're registered.
Are they 23 just in Mass?
And they said New England.
Oh, okay.
So these are the ones that are kind of probably referenced more.
Sure.
So first on the list, we have Ross Farm. It's a 19th century Northampton farmhouse. It's a long-standing residence of abolitionists and people who assisted in the Underground Railroad. Samuel Hills he lived there. He was like one of the first notable owners, if not like the first owner of the house. And he was the founder of the Northampton Association of Education and Industry. He would help runaway enslaved people find places of work in Northampton as well as places to live. So beyond just hiding people, if there were plenty of runaways that didn't feel like going any further once they felt like they were safe.
Yeah.
They're not going to make it this far.
And for some people, that was the case. So he would help them kind of settle in the community. He sold it to Abel Ross, where it got its name, in 1849. And then Abel sold it to his nephew. So Abel didn't sound like he was much of an abolitionist or involved as much.
Yeah.
But his nephew Austin was, and he sold it to him in 1857. So it sounded like there was a shorter break of how helpful that stop was until 1857 and opened it back up to help out runaway enslaved people. I've never heard of that one at all.
I haven't heard of either of those places.
No. There's one it's the same place.
Oh.
Ross Farm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought they're.
No, that's it. Just changing hands.
Oh, okay.
From one abolitionist to another. We have Liberty Farm. I
haven't heard either of those places.
There you go.
All right, now I feel better.
That is a federal farmhouse or a federal style farmhouse, which I didn't realize I knew the style of that. I thought it was colonial, but it's a little different.
Okay.
It looks similar to a colonial, but it's slightly different.
I don't know much about architecture.
Yes. Well, I learned a little bit because I was like, oh, they're like identifying some of these as how they look. So I should know what that is.
Okay.
Similar, but different to a colonial.
Okay.
And that one's in Worcester, owned by abolitionist Stephen Simmons Foster and his wife, Abby Kelly. Abby Kelly is her full name. And they purchased that in 1847 and used it for aiding runaway enslaved people hide. It was a stop on the Underground Railroad. And also, they were part of like kind of the early suffragettes movement.
Okay.
And they did lectures and stuff on not just about like abolitionist work, but as well as women's right to vote. The Wayside House in Concord, Mass. Do you know what this is?
It's a house by the side of the way.
You'll know the person who lived there. It was the childhood home of Louisa May Alcott. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, totally.
Do you know who it is?
Is that Little Women?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, I know the name.
Like, I know the name. I'm like, I'm either going to know this or I'm going to say something really dumb.
Well, I was actually like rolling through like old episodes. I'm like, was she the one that was like the school teacher that we did an episode about?
So she, do you know anything about her writing style?
No, I don't.
She was part of the, why can't I remember the name of it? Thoreau, Walden Pond. Like The Naturalists, but it's called something else. Literally cannot remember it, and I've like
literally.
What is it called? They like
The only thing I can think of is the Beatniks.
Nature-based noveling or poems.
It's not the
Henry David Thoreau was one.
I know I'm
I can't think of the name. This is gonna kill me. This is
it's hurting her. Hurry.
This is
Go faster.
Literally killing me.
Transcendentalism.
Thank you. Phew. Oh my God.
I will get there.
Transcendentalism. Her parents were transcendentalists. The typical transcendentalist was also an abolitionist.
Traditional. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Two different walks of life.
There's not going to be a quiz at the end of this, right?
No. But Alcott was, and even in her style of writing with like Little Women, that shows up.
Yeah.
Alcott's family sheltered at least 2 enslaved people in hiding in 1847. This is from Louisa's own journaling. She wrote about the experience.
Wait, at the time? Because that seems like a bad idea when you're hiding people.
She wrote it at the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's off my crime.
I think. You know what?
Yeah.
I just said that so certainly. She could have wrote it after. I don't know.
It's like I was like,
she wrote it the exact time they were there.
Yeah.
Like she was staring at them as she wrote down that she was hiding them. It's very iffy.
Yeah, she mentioned that a few people stopped there on their way to Canada, so they helped them out. We have the Hayden House in Boston.
That sounds familiar.
Yes, it should. We have talked about it briefly because
I don't know this one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It definitely sounds familiar.
I've talked about it on this podcast because I went through kind of historical sites of Black history in Boston.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, was it on
I do remember
tour?
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I was kind of like, I can't believe we haven't heard of that before.
Yes. Yeah. It's one of the most like well documented stops for the Underground Railroad, owned by escaped enslaved people, Lewis and Harriet Hayden, and they bought it in 1850. And it's located on, what is this? Why did I say 16? Oh, one of 16 homes located on the Boston African American National Historic Site Registry.
Which is what we talked about.
Yes. Yeah. And they used to help out a ton of people. And one of them, they were hiding. And he, oh my God, what happened? Whoever was like the slave catcher was like in Boston, and Hayden said that he would ignite. I guess he had a bunch of like gunpowder in his basement.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Like you do.
Sure. I mean,
and he said if he stepped foot in the house, he would like blow up the whole house if the slave catcher did. And he never.
Wow. That's.
He never attempted while he was in the sanctuary of that home to catch that person. Pretty crazy, huh?
Seems kind of extreme, and
yeah, I
would you say it's
don't know if I wouldn't. If I like, I'm not going back, and if you try to take me, I'm taking you out with me.
Well, it wasn't his. It wasn't coming for him.
Yeah, but anyone.
Yeah.
It was for another person he was helping.
And the other guy he's helping was like, "Wait, what did she say?"
He's like, "Go ahead and try." Yeah. He's like, "Well, let's just wait a second." So the last one I have is the Jackson Homestead. It's another Federalist style home. It was built in 1809. The first owner was Timothy Jackson, and he built it after serving in the Revolutionary War. So going way back. And it was Jackson's son who was the abolitionist, and he utilized the house to assist in the Underground Railroad. I have this thing written by, I believe, Jackson's daughter. So the grandchild of the original owner. Hold on. There was something I remember well. Father was awakened by pebbles thrown against his window. He rose, asked what was wanted. Bowditch replied it was he. So I think this is someone who lived and helped with another Underground Railroad stop down the way. Where was this one? If this one was in... Oh, I thought I wrote where it was. Sorry. I'll find out in a second. But this one might have been in Worcester also, or like close there. Somewhere close to Worcester.
Yeah.
Because the guy that is helping him or like bringing people over there, I believe is coming from Worcester. And he was just asking if he could hide a runaway until morning and then help him on his way to Canada. And the person's master was in Boston looking for him. So he took him 15 miles to the next station where he could take a car to Canada the next day. So pretty involved.
You could take a car to Canada?
It's just what they called carriages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a second. No, he couldn't.
Yeah, he didn't get in like a Toyota and like drive up.
Called
An Uber?
No, what are the ones that drive themselves? A
Waze?
A Waze? Is
Yeah.
I think Waze. Yeah.
But what's just from the way that like some things are written about this, which I don't know that I ever really knew about the officialness of this system, is that I think a lot of people likely maybe fell into it unofficially. I don't know if every circumstance had like a pre-existing conversation leading up to it.
Yeah.
And it was just like, hey, I know this guy's cool.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of it
I
was
feel like
you can't stay here, but I know a guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I assume there's a lot. It's the kind of thing you can't do formally because
the more formal you make it, the more likely it is.
It falls apart. Yeah.
Right.
You know?
So it's just like
So
everyone knows a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah.
It's
So
like,
I did kind of like get the vibe of that through every kind of personal, and there weren't a lot of like, there were the two kind of journalings about any of the homes I just mentioned, and it did seem that way. Like someone just shows up and was like, I need you to help me out and help this guy out.
Yeah.
So
and people know you're the kind of guy who'll do that.
who will do it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. I think that was the only thing that needed to be somehow communicated.
Yeah. Which I mean, that's not that surprising. I mean, people minds tend to know each other and hang around.
Right.
Yeah. And
that's not uncommon.
At some point you're just kind of trusting, but you're making a move. You're going to trust somebody that you know. You're not gonna.
Yeah,
Right.
you're just gonna be like, "There's a house up the street. This new guy lives there. But, let's go knock on his door."
I don't know. He's got the big basement. Let's go make a new friend.
I brought you cookies and a runaway slave that we may all get in trouble for. You're cool, right?
But yeah.
What kind of cookies?
Welcome to the neighborhood.
I thought it was a pretty decent article. Some places I had heard of, some people I had heard of, some places I hadn't heard of, and a lot more places of. No, all of those places are registered nationally too.
Yeah.
At some point in time.
Just a crazy time. Like that's.
I
can't imagine.
No. Pretty wild.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a neat kind of topic.
Yeah.
To go over because not a lot that, like I said, at least I didn't know it was a train for most of my life.
Now,
but
just I found out later than I
Right.
think I should have.
right, it's a big scale of a lot of like unofficial
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
business. You know what I
crime,
mean?
essentially.
Yeah.
It's a crime. It's informal for a crime syndicate.
Yeah.
Like you can't.
Yeah. Crime at the time. Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
It's I was just flashing back to a podcast I recorded for Inebri-art. So
Yeah.
go listen to the Mike Danny episode. It's not Danny. Oh my God. It's Mike and the last name is a woman's name? Diana. Mike Diana.
Okay.
Yeah. it's one of those like, oh my God, it's a crime of the time. And you're like, it was not that long ago.
No.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to plug the other podcast.
That's okay though. If it gives you like a kind of.
Yeah, it's just kind of like that.
It ties in.
Yeah. So.
And that's what I got for now.
This is the part where we stop talking then.
And thanks for checking out the show today, listeners. If you enjoyed the content today, you can go over to patreon.com/Inebri-art to support the show. You can join over there for just a few dollars a month and help us provide this fun content that you just checked out. You can also email us at Inebri-art.com with your questions, complaints, and concerns, or you can find us on all social medias at Inebri-art or at Inebri-art6 on Instagram. And also don't forget to check out our other shows, Bar Talk Podcast, Old Colony Cast, Inebri-art, and all the other shows on the Inebri-art Network, which you can find at Inebri-art.com. Thanks again for listening.